Hi, it's Martina, and today I have a book haul and unboxing video for you guys. I ended up buying about 13 new books. Not that I need any more books, but I have no self-control, so alas, I bought a bunch of books. So I'm going to start off with the books I bought in store, and then I'll end off with the unboxing. The first store I went to was Half Price Books. I went to Half Price Books over Memorial Day, and the entire store is 20% off. So I decided to pick up a few books I was interested in, and I ended up picking up 6 books. So the first book I decided to pick up was The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I did not go into Half Price Books looking for this book, but when I got to the young adult section, I saw it, and I figured it was a pretty decent deal at $9, and then plus 20% off made it around $7. And I figured that was a good price for this, and I know some of my friends have read it and really liked it, and the hype is really high, and one of my friends just finished reading the 4th book, and she really enjoyed the series, or I don't even know how many books are going to be in this series, but she's enjoyed what she's read so far. I'm not actually sure what the Red Queen is about. I know it's about a queen. I remember hearing a lot of hype about it on BookTube way back when, but I don't really know what it's about. I'm assuming she's kind of cruel because you got like the blood dripping going on. I'm not really sure. This power is a dangerous game. I kind of like going into books not knowing a lot about what's going to happen or the plot, because then I go in expecting nothing, and I always seem to be pleasantly surprised when that's the case. So I plan to do that with Red Queen, and I hope to get to this later this summer. So the next book I decided to pick up just caught my eye on shelves. It was something I have actually never heard of. I don't know anything about this book, but the quality that the editions they had there and the cover and everything about it just really intrigued me, and so did the little blurb I read on the inside front cover, and that is Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Now, I can't remember any books Jennifer L. Armentrout has written off the top of my head. I'm blanking, but I know she's written quite a few books, and she's a pretty popular author. They actually had quite a few of these books on the shelf for only $5.99, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And they're like in a perfect condition, so I'm assuming this just didn't sell very well in stores, and this is straight from like a bookstore, like a Barnes & Nobles or something. Not 100% sure. But it said, "Don't look back, you won't like what you find," and it has this like little ballerina like music box figure in the front looking at a cracked mirror, and the reflection is doing a different pose, and it seems kind of like a suspense thriller, and I honestly get freaked out reading anything kind of scary, but I wanted to give it a try. I've been watching a lot of BookTube recommendations on different thriller, mystery, horror kind of books, and so I figured a YA one is probably going to be a nice way to just kind of dip my toe in it. I don't actually even really know if this is like horror, suspense, mystery. I'm pretty sure it's suspense, but not 100% sure. So I just want to like read the back because this is what drew me in, and then it also gives more about it in the inside front cover, but the back is what really drew me into this book. So it says, "Shards of glass crunched under my flip-flops as I stumbled over to my desk, grabbed my cell phone, and pressed down the contact. The phone rang. Once, twice, 5 times. Tears blurred my vision. He wasn't going to answer. Of course not. I'd accuse him of terrible things. But I had to tell someone. I had to get the words out of my mouth because they made it real. They changed everything." His voicemail picked up. I squeezed my eyes shut. "It's me. I remember everything. I know who." My bedroom door groaned as it swung open, and I lifted my gaze. My heart leaped into my throat as my fingers dug into the slim phone. The figure filled the door, the same figure I'd seen in all those memories looking down on me as I lay on the cliff. The shadow man who haunted my steps was real. That's why I picked it up. So, Don't Look Back, Jennifer L. Armentrout. The next 3 books I got from Half Price Books. Oh, I only got 5 books. But the next 3 books I got from Half Price Books were from the clearance section, and the first one I got was The Giver by Lois Lowry. I've already read this book, but it's a nice hardcover edition, and I figured this is a timeless classic, and if I ever want to reread it, I now can. and if I want to get the rest of the books in the series, which I am interested in reading, but they're kind of low on my TBR, I will have it and can do so if I desire. The next book I picked up is really popular in the booktube community, and I'm sure all of you have heard about it, and is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. I don't really know what this book is about either. I think it's about a girl who like loses her memory, and like kind of similar to the Adoration Jenna Fox vibe. She doesn't really have a memory of anything, and it's kind of a love story and yada yada yada. It's just always really intrigued me, especially because this cover is really aesthetically pleasing. I know it has a nice $2 clearance sticker over it, but yeah, so that's why I picked it up, $2. It's paperback, which I wouldn't like ideally, but it's in perfect condition. I don't think anyone has ever touched or read this book because it's beautiful, and so I figured I would not mind having this series in paperback if I ever get around to reading it. So the last book I picked up is yet another book I have no idea what it is about, and that is The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson. Maureen Johnson wrote The 13 Little Blue Envelopes, however you say that word, which I've not read, but again, it's a pretty popular book. And so this just kind of intrigued me because it was on clearance and it was a hardcover in good condition. That's honestly what drew my eye to it first, because nice looking spine all around, pretty nice. And then I started reading the front inside cover, and it mentioned how the teenager, or the main protagonist, is from Louisiana, and my mom's from Louisiana, and so that kind of intrigued me, and that's why I decided to pick this up. Don't really know much else about it, but looks interesting. The last book I picked up was from a place called Savers, which is a thrift store around me. I don't know if it's a chain or not. I'm not sure if it's like a Goodwill. I think they have multiple locations, but it might just be in the Midwest. I don't really know. And that is Summer Days and Summer Nights, and it's by a lot of different people. You've probably seen or heard about this book. There's a Christmas, holiday, winter-y one as well. This one I picked up because it was only $3.49, and it was like in perfect condition, except the front cover was kind of creased a little bit. I know I've said in the past before that I don't like contemporaries really, and that still holds true. But this book is less than 400 pages, and with 12 stories in it, that makes each one around like 30, 35 pages on average, and I could definitely make it through a short story of that long, that length, and so I decided this would be a good book to maybe try to get myself back or get myself into contemporaries. And for the last part of this haul, I have an unboxing, and I ordered some books online from Book Outlet. I've never ordered anything from Book Outlet before. I've been tempted to many times, and finally I just saw some books and I decided, why the heck not? And then I found a coupon code for like 10% off online too, so sealed the deal. I bought more books than I would have because I needed that free shipping, so spent the $35, got a few books. Let's open this. I don't even know if you can see this, but I'm doing it. I am filming in a new location just so I could film this unboxing, so I hope it turns out all right. I've never done an unboxing before, mainly just because I don't order a lot of things online. Also, there's good lighting here, natural lighting, even though it's going down, / there's a cloudy day. Okay, so the box is open. I don't know if you can see that. And now we're going to go ahead and open it. Ooh, got some nice paper. I know there's like thousands of Book Outlet unboxings online. This probably isn't too exciting, but it's exciting for me because I've never ordered stuff from there. So the first thing I see on top is Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. and this is the new paperback edition. And this is the third book in the Infernal Devices trilogy. I don't own the second one, but this one was a lot cheaper and a lot better of a deal than the second one. And so I knew this price would be hard to beat elsewhere, but I thought I could find the second one for cheaper. Also, I didn't want to spend a crazy amount of money on Book Outlet. I am reading the first book right now. I'm about 100 pages in and I'm enjoying it. So I don't have any doubts that I will get around to this book soon. Ooh, next I have my invoice. It's been a total of $37.41. So it came to $41.56, and then I had a coupon for 10% off. So $37.41, free shipping. I think that's a pretty good deal. So the next thing I see is the reason why I made this Book Outlet order, and that is the ACOTAR box set in hardcover. I've wanted to read these books for quite some time, ever since they've been getting the hype, and they had this 3-book hardcover set for $18.99, and I thought that was a steal. I don't actually keep box sets in the box. I just think it's a nice way to put 3 hardcover books together, but so pretty. I'm so ready to get on this hype train. My expectations are very high, so I hope they are met. LOL. So the next thing in here is The City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. This is the 5th book in the Mortal Instruments series. I have read the first 3 books. I'm on the Infernal Devices, so then I can read book 4 after I finish that one. And then it'll be Clockwork Prince, and then I can read this one. This one was only like $3, and so it was a really good deal, so I didn't want to pass it up. It's funny to me that it has a Target 20% off sticker. Yeah, that just amuses me because it's not from Target. I mean, it was at one point, but... And yes, I got it in the nice, ugly, old paperback edition because that's how all my other books are, and so I got this one even though it's not my favorite, but oh well. The last book, or should I say books I got, is another box set. This one is a paperback box set. I was not originally planning to ever read this series, but I saw it on sale. It was $13.99 for 4 books, so I thought it was a good deal. And that is the Selection series by Kiera Cass. And this is a book series that never really appealed to me, yet I bought it, so I don't really have a good explanation. I wanted to get the ACOTAR and I needed more books to make my price go up to $35. This fit the bill, and the more I saw it and like kept thinking about it, the more I wanted to read it. And my roommate and one of my best friends has read this series and she really liked it, and so it kind of also gave me like Bachelorette vibes. So I decided, what the heck, if I want to read a romance thing about princesses and whatnot, I thought this would be good series to read. I know it's pretty polarizing in the booktube community. People either love it or they hate it. I'm not sure really where I will fall. I'm going in with low expectations, so I wouldn't be surprised if my expectations are gone over a little bit, or exceeded a little bit. That's what I mean to say. But actually having the books here now makes me want to kind of read them more. So I don't know, they're pretty. So I think I might read them and enjoy them. So anywho, that is all the books that I have for this book haul. Definitely don't need more books. I have way too many books on my TBR, but I decided to get them anyways. And sorry, my dogs are now whining because my mother just got home. Anywho, let me know if you've read any of these books down below and your thoughts on them. And thanks for watching. Bye.